this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the USC Trojans and the Indiana Hoosiers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go. He has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Guys?
All right, Holly. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running into the open space. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat. And they got it.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. So Indiana's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And this offensive line obviously has its strengths, but you're not going to have to look further than that left side. This offense gets a little bit run-heavy to the left for a reason. Left guard, left tackle, the strength of this unit. They work so well together. Great individual.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. After that near turnover, the clock is stopped as they tend to an injured player. And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for space. It's Beebe. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right on the money. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of his first down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Here to trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Hoover. The short hands, it's Mark. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. He's got it. Running through contact. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Hoosiers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Beebe. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long time.
And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Off play action on 1st down. Dumps it off in the clouds. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Oh, they're after him. He's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Pulls it in, it's shot. Pushed through behind his pad. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
3rd and 6 yards to go. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time. and it ends up being a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The run inside. It's Jordan. Maybe a crease. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Got his man. Turns it on in midfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Trojans come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Using his legs, it's Jordan. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost a throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Mosley. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And that last completion left him with 2nd and 1, and this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Knocked down for the tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Close enough for a field goal try, but they want more. Going for it on 4th and short from the 20. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
It's simple play, simple gain, get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
He might want another play. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different way.
And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's Richard. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Hauls it in at the 40. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. That's caught. It's Anderson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Makes it past the marker. There's a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Trojans! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got a man, it's shot. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Beebe. Stopped in the backfield, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Mayava. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are in front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
Right down the middle. It's complete. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give them a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the 3rd down very manageable.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The Trojans will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Using his legs, it's Jordan. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll try it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wilson will throw. Makes the grab. It's Becker. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Trojans headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Gonna run it. It's Beebe. Turning it on. Well, so much for running out the clock. You get a huge play like that in your setup, maybe to put points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Wilson to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it down the field. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 17 team, the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Yellow Jackets, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. These injuries could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on those?
Indiana's head coach told me coming out of the locker room he will not return after an injury. He said the backup is going to have to rally here and hopes they can get off to a good start to start this second half. Keep you posted on how things are going down on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Preston. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Finds a tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Run inside. It's Beebe. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wilson will throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
Coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Gets open down the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going. But I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They
makes the grab, past the marker. Touchdown, Indiana! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Mayala. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Mosley. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. Could be an alley. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it. It's Miller. Sweet cut there. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. Touchdown USC. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need.
And he's got room. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15 gain. He got a hand on it, deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to do, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wilson to pass. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Running inside, it's Jordan. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up...
There's some room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Anderson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Dropping back, it's Mayama. Hauls it in. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The run inside. It's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Trojans are threatening on first and goal. Running the red zone, it's Miller. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal! That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Wilson will throw. Fires left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This offense has it with really good field position. The give is to Miller. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. There he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. on. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. And the extra point was good. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Jumped on top of the pile.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get to 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Wilson to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, after allowing a touchdown in the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that 3rd down here on the 3rd play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion, now 2nd and 2. Rides to back and leaves it. Fighting off the defender. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. And the Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's shot. Open space at the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
Headed to the edge, it's Miller. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down, and now they have a decision to make. And the Trojans looking to convert on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. Headed for the corner on the jet sweep. He's not going to make it on 4th and 2. He's going to lose a yard. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for space, it's Richard. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Hoosiers are in the hurry-up. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wilson will throw. Snagged out of the air. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. on third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play call. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This will make the offensive coordinator's life easier, taking over first and goal at the 1. From the red zone, it's Miller. Touchdown, Trojans! And the punishment has been extended. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They're going to run it to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Oh, he's got a chance. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wilson to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's shot. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. The Hoosiers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this.
Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So with the